I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who commented on the first video talking about ways to help get my PC working. I figured it out, it's running, it's working good. What ended up being the issue was so stupidly simple and overlooked it was crazy. So what had happened is, for some reason, the AMD software for my GPU bugged out and was not telling my GPU fans to spin. And what was happening the first day that this thing died is I was in a game for about 5 minutes. It just randomly shut off. And then it would reboot and stay on for about 30 seconds and then shut off, and then it would just do it over and over and over again. What had happened is my GPU was overheating because the fans weren't on and causing it to thermal throttle and shut my PC down. Although, I had no way of knowing it was thermal throttling because the fans were not spinning. And that's what my whole issue was. My GPU was it was overheating because my fans weren't spinning. It ended up being an issue on the AMD software, just telling my fans not to spin. So I had to go into my fan tuning and mess around with some stuff, and I got my fans up and running. You can see 941 RPM, and because before it was just sitting at 0. So I set up a fan up against my PC to blow air in, trying to get air into my GPU while I went in here and messed with my settings, because like I said earlier in the video before this, I had it on for about 5 minutes and it was really hot. So there we go, it's up and running. I'm going to do some stress testing with it again, make sure everything's going to be running good. But I unplugged, this is everything that I did pretty much. Took my GPU completely out, unplugged every connection on my motherboard, took the CRAM battery out, took all my RAM out, did one stick, did the other stick, flipped the sticks, didn't fix it, tested the voltage on my CRAM battery, it was good, put it back in, still nothing. The whole reason I was not getting display off my motherboard, I didn't realize it, but this CPU, which is a Ryzen 5 3600, does not support, it doesn't have any internal graphics, meaning that the motherboard is not going to display anything. It has to have a graphics card. And that was my whole issue. My graphics card was overheating because the fans weren't spinning, because the software bugged out. That was it. That was the whole reason. So I'm really glad this thing is up and running. Hopefully it stays working good and I can get everything working.